toe to leather. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So Wyoming's offense will get first crack at it today. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that the size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week defensive coordinators go in and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today. If they try to play him and match him up with linebackers and safeties, this dude makes defenses look silly.
And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Anderson wants to throw. Got his man quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys are rolling down the field. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, it's not a good sign for this offensive line.
So now it's 2nd and long. The give from the gun. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Makes it past the marker. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
first down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Trying play action. Escapes trouble. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. David, I don't have any idea how he stayed alive that long in the pocket, but I think he pressed his luck a little bit. He probably should have either gotten rid of the football or taken off.
It's tough. You get that first guy, and he scrambles you real quick and makes you speed up the processor, and then instead of throwing the ball, you're like, I'm just going to take off and run, and the next guy gets you. They might want to protect him a little better.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Line getting set on second down. Anderson will throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on second down.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Off to the races to the right. Defense trying to take it back. At the 20. Past the 10. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 25. Finds just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Anderson wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the Cowboys come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch. It's Durr. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you. You can get to the running back before he gets started.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They got the job done.
And the Cowboys will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, you gotta love the effort, selling out for that. Listen, it wasn't a deep pass down the field. It's a short pass, but great effort, laying out, good body control, bringing in the diving catch.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, 1 little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets...
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
Man, you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Here's the handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The inside handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UCF is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things inside the bounce house. Trust me when I tell you that. On the field and off it. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Jacksonville State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Anderson will throw. Looking down the middle. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pulls in the deep ball. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance. Touchdown, Wyoming! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now this offense will take the field again. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Last time they had it, just a thing of beauty. Great balance between the run and pass, and it took them right to the end zone. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this 1st half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the 1st half ends.
Anderson wants to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Cowboys will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. His drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Young. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here we go, Zach. Looking to fire. And that one's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a 1-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the 1st drive.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there. It was a completion, but they lost yardage. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Anderson will throw. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They run the reverse. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, the offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell on that pass rush, man, they were coming.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The play action fake. Under fire. The short hands, it's Burke. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Here we go.
From the gun, running back on the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
Finds his man. It's Burke. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to play.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. They'll take the help from the penalty, but it's still 3rd and 9. Anderson wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richardson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Turning it on! Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of game.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. This is the 8th play of the drive, and they need 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Anderson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to them this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got an open man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Makes the grab, it's Richardson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Gonna look downfield again. He's going up top here late in the game. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots, knowing that he's going to get there to disrupt the ball.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. He's taking the deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Taking it the other way. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the quarterback takes a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.